Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Philippine National Police Lady Patrollers. Let's start with our setter, number 3, Patrolwoman Tin Mangcola. Opposite hitter, number 4, Patrolwoman Yamporio. Outside hitter, number 7, Police Corporal Cez Olivaros. Another outside hitter, number 8, Patrolwoman Pinky Salavante. Millwalker, number 10, Police Corporal Grisy Tucas. Another Millwalker, number 13, Maria Oliveros. Starting libero under team captain at number 12, Police Corporal Carissa Vicente. Head coach of the Lady Patrollers, Senior Master Sergeant Rod Pinalba. Now let's meet the starters of the Bureau of Fire Protection, Lady Firefighters. Let's start with our Millwalker, number 3, Fire Officer 2, AJ Mamangon. Outside hitter, number 5, May Villanueva. Opposite hitter, number 6, Fire Officer 1, Janine Padua. Outside hitter and her team captain at number 8, Fire Officer 3, Ganga Beliana. Setter number 9, Fire Officer 1, CJ Santiago. Millwalker number 11, Fire Officer 2, Stephanie Adolfo. Starting libero at number 2, Fire Officer 1, Kat Nipales. Head coach of the Lady Firefighters, Fire Officer 1, Efraim de Magulangan.
Welcome po sa piyesta ng UNTV Volleyball League. Ang saya-saya, no? May banda tayo rito. Yung PNP hindi naman nagpapaluma. May dalawa silang tambol. Kahit pa paano mag-iingay yan.
It's gonna be a fun game.
Given yung laban nitong dalawang ito last year, they went 3 games actually, and eventually the BFP or the PNP rather winning out in the end on the last day of competition. And here we go, Tim Bangcola, of course, the setter for the PNP, and the setter always serves first. Our referee Obenta telling them, go, we begin. First attack. It's inside. Kala ng PNP outside, ano? Yan na naman yung down the line na yan, ng sumasalok pababa yung serve. The Santiago serve. She's the setter for the other side, Bancola. And it's overcooked on this attempt by Porio. And the BFP already with 2 points against the scoreless PNP. Si Porio will anchor the offensive thrust ng PNP here. Bancola chases it. And there's a miss. But not the guy. Not exactly the cleanest hit, but they'll take it. It's a 2-1 count here. Pinky Salavante, who has been one of the interesting new additions to this team, serving. Santiago sets. Salavante, and this one is outside on the attempted tip by Princess Oliveros. So 3-1 lamang ang BFP.
Errors also helping the BFP.
A shaky start by the police women. Wallis. Done that time by Micaela Oliveros, another addition of the PNP. Big shot. Up. It won't work. This is the game where two sisters will battle against each other here. Si Etukas Si May Etucas will battle against her sister, Kathleen Etucas, in this game. So, galit-galit muna sila.
Oo, walang kapakapatid.
Huli! Big shot by Cristel Etucas. Gang Abellana gets that to White. Bawat point ng BFP rito may tugtog. Parang dadating si Darth Vader. May Star Wars na, di ba? Dan, 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 dan. Abellana serve.
Oh, what a serve.
Kept in play, but
We can expect, on the side of BFP na talagang kakargahan nila yung kanila mga serve.
why not? 5-2 ang ating bilang. Nakaabang na yung Torotot lagi. Tingnan mo. Kala nila. The meantime, eto. Free ball given up by Cés Oliveros. Set up job. Villanueva tries something. And Oliveros is not even close. (6-2).
6-32.
Reunion battle between last year's finalists, Bangkola, Porio. Abellana gets a hand on it, and a free ball given up by Adolfo. Porio drops it.
Oh, a net violation.
Yeah, mukhang si Angeline Bentig scratched the net. Six to 3 count here.
Serving for BMPI,
Yamporio. Set. Drop. Clean up by Vicente. One hand on it by Oliveros. Porio hits. Oh, well done. That time by Pinky Salabante. Porio sends it into the deep corner. They have their 4th point.
Not a very clean start from PNP, but timely because they
Yeah.
need to get some more points.
They didn't fall too far behind, but in the meantime, Villanueva lines it up down that empty corner. They lead by 3. One of our colleagues here says that Villanueva used to be a member of the PNP team. Huh? That's interesting.
There must be some familiarity, no?
At saka, siguro,
Medyo
change of career.
Oh.
In the meantime, here comes the set.
Oh, net violation.
Dalawang beses nang natatawagan ng BMP na net infraction. The lead is down to 2 points. Oliveros will serve. Abellana receiving. Villanueva shoots it over. Cooks it. And the lead is reduced to 1. Nipales, their libero. Oliveros, Bangkola. Tip in by Etucas. Downstairs, Vicente. Ha! Nagkagulo sila as Etucas drains that and scores. We're tied at 7.
Bola, really good call for that quick set.
Sa tagal nilang magkakasama, alam na ni Tim kung kanino ibibigay and at what moment. Santiago sets this. It's a check ball of the shot of Stephanie Adolfo. The BFP is ahead by 1. Rina, marami kayo i-report sa game na to. Rina? Okay, I don't think Rina is ready with her mic yet. We'll get back to her later. In the meantime, it's 8-7. Sibat! Whoa, good pickup downstairs. Her to the back row. Ganga Villana wise to it. Oh, tumbling axe as Salavante drops to the floor. Now Rena's ready. Go, Rena.
Tama ka dyan, Sev, no? Marami kong may re-report sa inyo for this match, no? Hindi lang magkapatid ang magkalaban dito. The couple at war on this ball game. Bam Eloisa Banak of the BFP at itong si Police Lieutenant General Bernard Banak, Deputy Chief for Admin at number 2 in the PNP ranks now, no? Sila yung mag-asawa dito at ang pustahan nga nila dito kung sinong matalo siya ang maghuhugas ng pinggan mamaya. You know, the couple has been married for 26 already and both are volleyball players. Yung tatlong anak nila nagva-volleyball din yan. Yung panganay nila sa team ng FEU Medicine sa Fairview naglalaro at yung bunso naman nila physical therapy volleyball varsity. Yung kanilang pangalawang anak, yun ata yung susunod sa kanilang yapak dahil nasa public service din ito in Air Force. You know, the couple is seated to each other right now pero mamaya-maya baka maghiwalay na rin sila kapag medyo intense na ang labang ito. Idagdag ko na rin about itong si Jelly Villanueva. That's right, no? He used to play for the PNP Lady Patrollers. Rookie player siya last season. Kaya lang nag-aral siya ng Tri-Bureau. Itong Tri-Bureau na ito, ibig sabihin nito, pwede siyang mag-practice as a PNP, BJMP, or BFP. Pero itutol talaga yung dream niya nung makapasok sa Firefighters. Back to you guys.
Ilinawin mo, Rina, ha? Maghihiwalay sila ng upo. Kasi pag sasabihin mo maghihiwalay sila, mag-ingat ka. Kasi mahirap yung mga ganong statement eh. Dahil sa volleyball, maghihiwalay sila. Kailangan malinaw.
Hindi na sila magtatabi.
Wala na paano
Sa
to?
panonood.
Sino maghuhugas ng pinggan sa bahay nila? Naku, laking problema niyan. Ako walang problema. Ako yan ang trabaho ko araw-araw. Eh.
Wala nang usapan.
Wala na.
Usapan.
Samantala, intense. Lamang na ang PNP ng isa, 10-9. Lamang na ng dalawa ang PNP. But it's nice to see couples and they have a family that's made up of some volleyball players. The sport is alive and well in that family. In the meantime, this serve by Cristel Etucas. Woo! Etucas, right there, right moment. Salavante sends it over. On two we go. Nanggulat! Cherry Santiago with a surprise move that brings them within a point.
That works. You catch the defense off guard.
10-11. Bancola waiting. On to my birthday. We're tied. 2-point lead rather.
Alam mo, sasabihin ko pa nga lang eh. May nagbalik ng ganon. Intayin niyo yung kay Bangkola.
Oo.
Right on cue.
Kasi hindi rin ini-expect ng BFP. So, gulat-gulatan. Hindi na magagawa ni Tin for the time being because she's been sent to the back row. Oh, Ganga Villana did see. They were hoping for a check ball, but they don't get a call. That'll make it a 3-point lead now for the Lady Patrollers. Nepal is receiving. Net touch. Net touch ang PNP.
Alam mo, sa sobrang eagerness to defend, actually both teams may net violation na rin.
Papasok si Puyo sa kupunan ng BFP rather, samantala si Pioska ay ganun din. Two-woman sub ang kupunan ng mga BFP rather. In the meantime, this serve managed. Limshako back as the libero, but it's out of her reach.
Alam mo, itong BFP, ang maganda na nakikita natin in the way that they're playing. Because there is a system already and that's what they're following. Pero
Yeah.
yung kanilang first ball, yung unang pasa nila, they are able to slow it down. So hindi nagmamadali, kumbaga.
Let's see if they can continue to. Oh, look at that. That line was kept intact by the PNP as they now maintain a 2-point lead. Salavante will be serving. Pinky serve. Nipales receiving. Too close to the net. Problematic. And the net is scraped. And they're falling behind by 3 here. Sabi ng tambol ng PNP, dalawa lang kami, pero lamang kami. 15-12. Wala kaming trotot. Set. Well done. Ganda ng set.
Pero also, ang ganda rin kasi ng passing nitong Sinipales.
Yeah.
Ano, eksakto sa setter.
Piosca taking full advantage of that good first ball, slices down the lead to 2, and this BFP team reobtains the serve. Bangkola. Oliver burned at the net.
You see Adolfo. Talagang binantayan.
Oo. Tangkad sa tangkad.
Oo.
15-14 lamang pa mga pulis. Oyo, denied, and we're tied at 15.
Blocking is on point para dito sa BFP.
PNP hoping, of course, that they will end the day at 4-1, and that will give them a tie with the BFP at 4-1. The Comelec has lost their second game, which they lost earlier today, to the NHA. Team standings getting more interesting as we glide along with our tournament. Porio sends it to the back row, reached for by Villanueva. Tap! Scrape. Ng daming net touches nitong BMP. Rina, ano meron?
Yes, while PNP's loss to PhilHealth is a setback, it also highlights areas for growth. No, they're expected to regroup today and to sharpen their defensive coordination. Walang room para sa frustration dahil mabigat ang kanilang kalaban ngayon. So they cannot relax, they cannot be overconfident. Lalong-lalo na because in the history of the UVL games, never talaga silang nanalo against the BFP, especially in the first or second round of games. No, sinuwerte lang daw talaga silang manalo last season in the finals. Ang pinaghandaan nila ngayon dito, yung blocking game ng BFP. Kaya net defense must be strong for the PNP today. Babawi din sila dun sa kanilang receive dahil ito yung pinakita nilang masama on their last game against the PhilHealth team. Back you guys.
Thank you, Rina. Porio just scored her 3rd point, and the PNP has managed to keep their heads above the water despite the threat of BFP. Nipales, good set. Block! 2-point lead now by the PNP.
PNP has done well dito sa set na to, ano, just to make sure na kahit papano, no, naalagaan nila yung kanilang lamang.
That's through the block. PNP scoring 8 attack points, 1 block, and their opponents have produced 9 errors. In the meantime, chase down, good set. However, Lim Shaco is there. That could be out, but Lim Shaco said, I'm committed. Drop on 2, red by the PNP D. Olivero stabs it over. Here comes the flight. The cross, perfectly done by Puyo.
Villanueva gets that point.
And it is Villanueva who gets the point. Her 3rd. Salavante. They attempt to go down the line. That is hit out. Naka-istorbo si Cristel Etugas by jumping up and down at the net actually. Naku, ang haba ng ending nitong set na to. Papalo to sa 26. Nakita mo na eh, the way it's going. Abeliana.
Oh, bigat.
Ang bigat ng kamay nitong si Villanueva. Ulog. Salavante unable to score. Abellana whips it in. Bangkola. Lumusot dinaan lang sa puwersa. Educas with their third point.
Alam mo, medyo pahiga na nga si Etucas yan eh. But she managed because itong si Adolfo medyo may space sa harap niyang net.
Bangkola receiving Isabeliana. It's in the air. Bangkola sets up this tap. Reverse. Drop. Read by Tin. Oliveros and company with Salavante pushing it to the back row. Still in play. Nice slide to the floor by Vicente. Salavante. This is the longest rally so far. Ends with Villanueva sending Porio to her knees.
Alam mo, that slight touch dun sa kamay ng blocker kind of redirected the ball.
Yeah.
So, hindi nabasa agad.
19-20. Tinaas. Abellana keeping it steady. Lim shot at work. Pushed high. Pushed high. Battle to the back row. Abellana. Muntik mawala. Tinanganan. Bangkola. Set. Perfectly done by Etucas who has scored.
Etucas very active in the last few plays para sa PNP.
Kaya nga binubusog ni Team Bangkola.
Oo. Kaya puro mabilisan, no? Mabilisan yung balik. Mababa ang set.
Eto si Team Bangkola. The draw. Pinky Salavante knocking that down. And it's a 3-point lead. BFP needing a timeout.
Okay, double time tayo sa depensa doon. Maliit yung gamit natin. Okay, hindi na pumapalo ng malakas. Okay, ginagawa nila nagda-drop ball na. Okay, ngayon, blocker. Dapat nakikita nyo yung spiker. Hindi lang basta talon ng talon. Okay, saan yung power ball ng isa? Dito. So, doon yung babak. Ngayon, yung isa, puro ganun. Tapatan nyo lang. Sa likod, pag lumusot sa block, double time.
This is close and tight even if the PNP has a 3-point lead. It's been played very well by both sides actually. Both active on their feet. They know the importance of this game in the race for positions going into the next round. The serve by Etucas. Pushed high by Salavante. Gets the... Pinky had no angle.
Oh, pero nakita ko si Salavante, ano, sumilip muna sa kabila. Nakita niya sana cross okay. But yun, di na umabot, di na nag-clear.
Hindi nag-cooperate yung utak at yung kamay. She saw it but regalo. Abellana burns them. Lead reduced to 1. BMP's turn to use a timeout.
Goal lang. Atatiin nyo lang si Diyos ka. Patagat, be quick, 1C lang.
Mari, ano,
yung
diba,
kicker,
dito
maliit
ka
yan.
manggaling.
Center, maliit
Pag
yan.
ganon, atras ka pa rin dito. Atras ka.
May awareness naman ng each side that won't be easy to close sets and each other. Both these teams have really battled so ferociously last season, and we can expect them to do so and continue with that right here, right now. And look at this rotation mistake. And we're tied.
I think now they will be clarifying what the correct positions are. Again, minsan nakakalito talaga, no? Because of all the switching. I think have the correct.
Yeah, then, so the play will
Yep.
be replayed. The serve will be replayed. No point scored. 22-21, PNP hangs on to a 1-point lead. No cross, but alive. Two players grapple with it. Bancola. Oh! Nalunod si Oliveros. Sabi ni Tin, layo ka, hindi para sa'yo to. Ang signal ko open eh. They got their signals crossed.
Oh yeah, but they need to get it back right away.
Ball crawling over the net, kept in play by Piosta. Battle to the other end. Salavante. Abellana. Lim Shock was there to the long end, still alive. Another long rally. And it dies in the water.
A lot of effort. Pero sabi nga natin, no, minsan nagtatapos talaga sa error. Look at that. Almost saved on the side of BFP.
This is a tough first set, huh?
Oh yeah.
Ang hirap nitong, for the players also. Emotionally, physically.
I think dito for PNP, alam nila Mark itong si Abellana. Look at that. Porio, that solid block.
Porio now with 4 points of 3 attacks and 1 block. Let's tune in to the BFP here.
Pwede ka sa likod, pwede ka sa harap. Basta maghiwalay lang yung strike ka na. Gumalaw lang siya. Okay? Okay, wala lang tayo.
And now serving for the set. Way back there is Tin Bancola. Short serve to Abellana. Reverse. Tight. Oliveros. Bancola rushes to it. Porio gets it to go! And the first set belongs to the PNP despite a very slow start. They fell behind early on as much as 6-2, but they woke up in time to take the first set on.
So it was very close. Later on, we'll break down the numbers, but I think for PNP, it was them being steady, especially in that latter part.
We'll take a short break and bring back the numbers very shortly. Actually, yeah. So the second set already set to open up. Alam mo, nakatulong sa PNP. They were able to revert that rotation error call.
Yeah.
Nakatulong sa kanila yun. You can only imagine how different it could have been kung nabigay yung point sa BFP at that juncture.
And I think itong si Porio also, no, yung last 2 points itong PNP off a block and off her attack, malaking bagay.
Yeah. They're working on Abeliana actually. Mantayado si Gang, ha? Mantayado si Gang. And understandably so, given how prolific Abeliana has been for this team. So, Salavante will be serving now as the PNP has already etched on the board its very first point of the second set. Ooh, lalim ng pick-up na yun. Salavante, Bangcola. And out of reach.
Alam mo, naghanda talaga itong PNP, ano? I think, apart from having a clean game in that first set, yung attitude tsaka yung kapit, tail end, because it was close, ha? Hindi mo masasabi they had a comfortable lead.
I agree. They were just here and there and everywhere in that particular set. Bancola pushed over by Oliveros. Reached for by the other Oliveros. Lifted to the back. Buhay pa. Seth shoots. Another one of those long exchanges. Abeliana denied by Porio. Abeliana will try again, but this time it's a dump to the other side. Hindi maibaon. Sabi ni Gat, kailangan follow!
Eto na! Well, you know, we expect na babantayan talaga siya. She will be marked because she's always the go-to player on the side of BFP.
Ganun talaga pag mahabang rally, bigay mo dun sa porsyento player mo para matapos. Nakapagod eh. In the meantime, that serve just above the net, says Oliveros. Oh, that's missed by Adolfo. At the net.
Si Adolfo, no, haven't really seen much in today's game.
Yeah,
at
I agree.
least.
Has not gotten going, you know, huh? 3-1 ang count. PNP with the early lead in the second set after taking the first set. Pinabawi si Adolfo. Eh, sabi niya, huwag kang babalik! But it's off Adolfo's hands and that'll make it 4-1.
Minsan ganun talaga eh, no? May gising na hindi...
Well, we saw that with Lilette Mabayad.
Yeah, earlier.
We don't want to be hard on Lilette, but we know what Lilette can do and just wasn't her day, actually.
Excellent passing from BFP.
Ooh, dug up from downstairs by Bancola. Set up for Abeliana. Jammed at the net by Cés Oliveros. Free ball given up by Villanueva. Back row. One hand on it. Free ball. Muntik nang hindi makuha. What do you do? Set this up. Uy, pwede lumabas yun, ha? Pero wala na. Nakakommit na si Cés, eh. Sa kabilang panig tayo. Ito. Hinulog. Mga bukas ang tapos nito. Ito si Abeliana. Salavante, Bancola, Oliveros. Nice to revert that time by the BFP.
Basang-basa na rin ang BFP, no? All of the sets going to Oliveros. He hasn't had the luck.
Walang mabigay sa gitna, eh. No? 4-2, that's why the team went open. Just couldn't cut the cake with Oliveros. In the meantime, Abeliana, sharp serve. Alis dyan. Sabi niya, Porio. Oh! And
Ang ganda ng ano.
Adolfo saying, I got it, I got it.
Oo, net defense ng BFP ngayong umpisa nitong second set.
Adolfo doing a good job of jamming Porio there. Here comes Abeliana serving again. Can they tie it up? Down currently by 1. Bancola reverses. Allows Porio a chance to score. Porio drops a message. Read this time by Padua. Back row. Well done by Limchaco. That does not cross. We're tied. 3 straight points by the BFP.
This rotation for BFP, they have very steady blockers.
You know, this is a good sign. Andito lahat ng mga taga-BFP, walang sunog.
Oo.
That's a good sign. Sana wala. And now the BFP has scored 4 straight. Alam mo, sa San Juan, kapitbahay ko sila eh. Pag nagdi-drill sila sa umaga dun.
Alam na alam mo.
Sabi ko, huwag na kayong magsiraya na. Hindi, sir, kailangan yun eh. Nagigising ako.
Para daw maaga ka.
Sus. 6:30. Anyway, Bancola. Hindi tinituhan. Tuloy ang aksyon. Inabot ni Adolfo. Nilipat sa kabila. Grabe ang depensa ng dalawa.
Walang bolang namamatay.
Walang pipikit dito. Inabutan pa rin ni Etukas. One hand. Bancola. Porio. Winalis. Tinaas ni Adolfo.
Ako, ang hingal nito mamaya.
Abellana nearly bungling it. Tracked down by Bentic.
Wow, what a rally.
And they could not lift it up anymore. We're tied at 5. Ending that 4-0 run by the BFP.
Ang sarap ng pakiramdam nun. Pwede na silang huminga.
Kasi talaga yung mga long rally, we love it as watchers, pero yung mga players, yung humihinga yan. Abellana working the back row. Ang hirap ng set. Ang hirap ng set na yun. Teka, di ba tumama sa check ball?
I think a check was called.
Di tumama sa antena.
Didn't hit
They
the antenna.
were hoping that it would hit the antenna, pero hindi. The coach of BFP was hoping that it would, but it's not. Anyway, huli. Cross. Managing to get through. Porio shoots long.
Oh, miscommunication on the side of BFP.
3 straight points of PNP, Puyo will come in to replace Padua. Piosca will come in and replace Cherry Santiago. Wow, PNP was down earlier, but here comes a wasted serve.
We knew before the start of this game, it would be a very close one.
Oh no, at long and close.
Oo.
Walang 3 sets dito. Early look at possible finalists here. Of course, there are others who are trying. 8-6 count. Rina will give us a report at this juncture.
Yes, ang BFP bitbit nila yung kanilang cheering squad right now. Yan po ang BFP NHQ Marching Band. So 8 instruments yung dala-dala nila for us today. Flute, may clarinet, saxophone, trumpet, horn, trombones, percussions, at yung tuba. Yan yung pinakamalaki nila dyan. This marching band always performs not only on sports competition of the agency, tumutugtog din sila in every event of the BFP, pati na rin sa flag raising ceremony nila. Tuwing Lunes po yan sa kanilang headquarters in Quezon City. So 8 years na itong marching band ng BFP. It all started in 2018 under Chief Superintendent Radyo na mahilig din sa music that time. And today, ni-request nga sila ni Ma'am Banak to be able to play and cheer for the firefighters. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Rina. 8 all count. Big shot after big shot. Villanueva. It's neutralized. He tries again. And gets the deep corner.
Yeah, he really likes going down the line. Nakita rin natin yan kanina in the earlier set.
First set went the way of the PNP 25-22. Salavante. Bancola sets this up. Still very much in play. Villanueva gets it off the block, and the Lady Firefighters have a 2-point lead after being down by 2 as well. Adolfo. Ang hirap ng set na yun. Nasa dulo ng walang hanggan yun. Umikot si Etucas para mahuli yun. Hindi makaset up ng magandang atake. Villanueva. Now maybe. Etucas' try. Neutralized. Villanueva. It's absorbed. It's muffled. It's in play. Free ball given up to the deep corner. Bungled by Adolfo.
Look at that. Ginawa ng paraan. She was aiming for that corner.
She jumped into it. 1-point lead by... that's neutralized quickly as Salavante ties it up with 10. Halos hindi nagbabago ng tao ang PNP. They've stayed with this lineup since the first set, except for the libero position. In the meantime, did she get it? No.
Wrong. And I think, they're not making any changes because it did work for them.
Yeah. 11-10. That's 3 straight points now by the Lady Patrollers of the PNP. Cut shot that time by Mamango. That's long. Tabla sa 11. Ganito ito almost every step of the way. They will stay close to each other.
PNP has so far scored 8 attack points in this set. Ang BFP, 3. But they've had good blocking and good serves.
Ang BFP talaga, pag hindi malinis yung unang pasa, wala silang napupuntahan. They end up ad-libbing and it usually falls in disarray. PNP is in the lead by 1, 12-11.
I think you talk about ad-lib, itong PNP, they're able to do that quite well.
Mga broken play, nagagawa nila ng paraan, no? Abellana whips it inside. Ooh, this is still playable as it's reached for by Cés Oliveros. Can they attack? Yes, they can. Mamangon denied, however. Abellana. Ooh, picked up by Oliveros in the back row. The drop. Salavante. It's in the airbound. Colaporio says it's outside. She missed it.
She had a good target. Dahil iiwasan na niya, nakapwesto na yung mga tao if she sent it cross court. But it's always very tricky sending the ball down the line.
Ano yan yung require so many ingredients to make that work actually in one instant. Lupit ng palo by the younger Oliveros, and Abellana gets drowned. 1-point lead by the Lady Police, and Pinky Salavante will be serving. Hindi tumawid, we're tied. That's the second serve error by the PNP. Regalo.
Oh!
And it stays down. Adolfo now beginning to percolate. 14-11. Adolfo has 4 points. First major change. Here's Mila Ronquillo.
Ronquillo, I remember in previous seasons natin, ito yung isa sa mga top scorers usually for PNP.
Because of an injury, she was sent over to the libero position. Sabi ko, Mila, mas lalo ka masasaktan sa libero. In the meantime, that's down and in. And that will give the BFP a 2-point lead. And they do lead by 2. Everybody looking at the big monitors here to check because inside or out, it's clearly so. 15-13. Here's Mamangon. Clarification by Ting Bancola, talks to referee Mabenta. Captain, the only person on the floor, can do that. Bancola sets up Oliveros. Mila Ronquillo keeps it in play. Ball, Abellana comes to set up. Bancola. Oh! Corner shot on target. Courtesy of Micaela Oliveros.
She was trying for that angle earlier pero masyadong mahaba. This time, she got it perfectly.
Saklo. No? Mukhang bagong ruler ang ginamit. 15
Sukat na
points.
sukat.
Tak na sukat. That 2-point lead slashed to 1. Nipales accepting. Abellana. And when in doubt, go to your big gun. Gang now with 9 points. With this kind of game and in the mood that it's in, Gang can easily hit a 15 or an 18-pointer game here today. Angcola sets up Wario. The drop by Villanueva, and it's a free ball given up by Ronquillo. Adolfo shot. Porio will send it long. Abellana pummeled away, but keeping it very much in play. Bancola, Porio. Whoa! Right into the heart of the defense.
And this is what years of playing together can do for you. 2 people going for that quick play, leaving Porio with just 1 blocker.
Kaliwete.
Oo, kaliwete pa.
1-2, binilangan talaga eh. Nadinig ko yun. Malayo sa bola ang tinampalan. 17-15. Ito, panic eh. Tumaas ang bola.
Walang, actually, no one.
Yan ang hirap pag setter ang kumuha na second ball eh. No?
Walang naging accountable for that third touch.
Nice hand work by Lim Shaco. Tough angle. Oh, it's a net touch by Oliveros. And it is now a 3-point lead for the BFP. Drop. Reached for. Denied and out. And now it's a 4-point lead on.
Everything working well para dito sa BFP.
PNP wants to talk things over.
Pinapasok ko lang.
Aggressive tayo sa offense. Huwag tayo mag-relax sa
Pasokan mo lang,
offense.
ma'am.
Huwag tayo mag-relax.
Naka-hard ball sila lahat sa power tip nyo lang sa gitna.
Power tip. Pinakamalan nila power tip. Kung wala talaga tao yung drop ball tayo. Pero hanggang kaya yung paano.
Alam naman natin, pagpasok ng laro doon, schedule pa lang, nakita ko na, ito. Ang haba-habang journey.
Hindi naman tayo magtataka. Pero itong PNP, sa huddle nila na yun, actually, pinapaalala rin ni Bangcola, ni Tin, Saan ba yung butas? Ang dami nilang drop ball kasi, pero napipick up talaga ng BFP, nababasa.
It becomes a set. Oh, they got that on the long lead. Oliveros, rather, Mila Ronquillo will go out and Salavante back in. Very brief stint for Mila Ronquillo. Oliveros is serving play. Oh, sharp and true. After a slow start, Adolfo beginning to hum here. Four-point lead. Can BFP go all the way and tie up the set count? Picked up in the back row by... That will work now for Etugas.
When they go for quick sets, itong PNP, nakakakuha sila ng puntos. The only challenge right now is they are unable to do it consistently.
Yes. To come up with a string of points. This is top 10, but Abiliano reading that. Elevated by Mamangon. Cut shot. It's on the ground. Perfectly done by Villanueva.
Villanueva playing very well for BFP. 9 points rather.
And she has given them a 4-point lead. They are 4 steps away from the finish line of the second set, and we will be tied, if ever, in the set count. Salavante can't pierce that defense. Abellana drops a message. Corio reading it. That's gonna work for Salavante.
Maganda yung depensa ng BFP, So kailangan talaga i-challenge ng PNP. They have to be more mindful.
Okay yung dalawang tambol ng PNP, no? Siguro, tara, tugtog tayo. Abellana denied. Oh, that is not gonna work.
What a block. Ito rin kasi, the PNP has been going a lot to Corio. So, basang-basa na rin ang blockers ng
exactly.
BFP.
22-18. Apat ang lamang ng but the younger Oliveros beginning to find her rhythm here. She has 4 points.
This is what we mentioned. These quick sets working for PNP. They just need to have more opportunities.
Running set. Bungled. It's going to be 22-20. BFP is not out of the woods. They're not out of the problem yet. Salavante will serve from way back there. Second time for her to serve.
Ito yung mga sinasabi natin, pag tail end ng set, you're playing catch-up.
And that's the second time she served into the net, actually.
She is serving from a very far point. Andun talaga siya sa pinakalikod.
In the meantime, the BFP clarifying as to who should serve next. Mamangon will be doing that. Abellana. Spinning around is Limshako. Kept in play, free ball coming up. Limshako reaches for it. Corio cut shot. Drop, yes, Oliveros.
And that was what we heard also in the huddle kanina. Kung magda-drop kayo, power tip. Worked for Oliveros.
They were hoping to get a call here about the catch and throw, but they don't. 23-21. Middle attack. Salavante. Bangkola. Return to sender on that stab of Oliveros. Stretch on the ground. Battle at the net. BFP winning out, and they are at set point. PNP wants to talk things over.
Kaya pa yun, pinatapos natin yan. Pagkatapos.
Magandang receive muna para makapasa kayo. One good receive, magandang pasa. Tapos, 1 point at a time lang. Okay? One good receive muna, isang magandang pasa para makapasa tayo. Ha?
Kaya pa yan, wala na lang first ko.
The BFP is a step away from the finish line here. They are at set point. BMP down by 3. Not impossible, but they will have to do something special here. The serve. Salavante. Picked up by Abellana downstairs. Villanueva. Kept in play by Linchaco. Abellana right there. Adolfo tying that in. And we are done. Adolfo now with 7 points. She's beginning to find her rhythm, and she didn't start that well, but she's beginning to score here now.
I think for BFP, the way they turned things around in set number 2 was also a very good sign.
And we are tied in the set count. We are going for the long haul here. Back in a moment.
Especially at the tail end of that last set.
Expected long haul between these two is on, ladies and gentlemen. These are two good teams. So it will be a matter of who capitalizes on their strengths and takes advantage of the lapses of the other. Actually, both are playing well, actually, if you think about it. They're playing their games.
I think, pag pinag-usapan ni error, there are just some errors na hirap talaga ng balik no? Galing sa kalaban. I think BFP really did step up in that last set.
And they passed better, actually, in the meantime. third set rather is underway sa Levante. Oliveros, Abellana beginning to feel good, and Pinky sa Levante sends it over. PNP caught nothing. Nicely dropped. Caressa Vicente could not get to it.
Good find
Oo nga.
for Mamangon.
Yung matatangkad nila yung Mamangon at saka si Adolfo. Sa Levante hasn't really gotten going here. So Levante though has 7 but needs to produce more 2 points in the same sector. Limchaco is burned anew.
Mamangon, third point in this game.
PNP needs to block a little more at to offset that first pass, to deflect the ball. Oh,
Wow.
that's sharp and true. Delivered that time by Elina Piosca.
You talk about blocking of PNP. It was present in the first set, but
Yeah.
walang naipuntos in set number 2. Meanwhile, BFP, that they have been very consistent in the blocking department.
And the BFP beginning to assert itself here. Mila Ronquillo will return and replace Levante again. They need offense actually.
But before that, I think they need to be able to pass.
More cleanly. Like in this case. Micaela Oliveras denied, but it punches through. And that is going to be the 5th straight point of the BFP. A very, very sluggish start by the PNP. And an authoritative one on the part of the BFP.
Even Rock is on their side. Yung hinga niya pagkatapos, pumasok.
Mahirap kalaban yung magaling na swerte pa.
Oo.
So 6-0. Good start by the BFP. Timeout PNP.
Outside, sige outside. Adjust lang natin na outside. Mag-set na dito. Help block. Matayo ka lang. Ha? Huwag tumayo lang dyan na help block. Help block.
If you're tuning in late, sets are tied at 1 apiece. The first set was taken by the PNP at 25-22. The second set went the other way to the BFP at 25-21. Currently, we are at 6-love, where the BFP really going to town early on. And that's the 7th straight point of the BFP.
What a commanding start. Alam mo, dito mo makikita how important it is to be really consistent with the serve. She has been serving for a while now.
Yeah. Hindi umiikot ang rotation ng lahat actually. Abellana. Oliveras goes to Mila Ronquillo. Tries to brush it against the block. Abellana. Limchaco is repelled, but they're in play. Tip. Elbow. Bancola. Net touch. First point of the BMP. Ayan na naman si Team Bancola. Pag behind yung team niya, may problema, pinakakalma niya yung team niya. Because they're being burned right now. Rina, what do you have?
Yes, let's talk about the Etuca sisters against each other for today. It's a showdown for them and for the sisters made the best team win here. For the younger Etuca, sa larong ito, hindi daw siya matatakot sa kanyang ate. You know, both of these ladies are actually best friends in real life, no? Pareho sila ng hobbies, volleyball, basketball, they also do fun runs, pati na rin yung pag-badminton nila. Pero what sets them apart dito sa pag-volleyball, yung ate Chris daw niya magaling sa diskarte. Siya naman daw, si Kathleen, magaling sa blocking game niya. At kanina daw, before sila maghiwalay doon sa kanilang apartment na tinutuluyan rather, nag-good luck pa daw sila sa isa't isa. 7, Ann?
Okay, we have not seen yet Kathleen Etucas play, but already we see Cristel with 5 points. Kayo ba ni ate mo naging magkalaban ever?
Hindi magkalaban, teammate lang.
Talaga?
Oo, teammate lang. Nag-abot.
9-2 ang score. Pero kahit nung high school, never.
High school, never magkalaban. Really, teammates. Ganyan.
10-2 ang ating bilang. And PNP, boy, they've fallen apart here.
Oh yeah, and you know, we haven't seen a response. No? Nabaon. Nabaon sa 2. At
Mabaon pa rin.
Oh, very challenged ang kanilang receiving. Gotta give credit to BFP's strong serves.
And they're going to make a change at the center position. Bancola replaced by Paginado. Oliveros will be the captain on the floor. Abiliana. Porio. Drop. Reached for by Oliveros. And it's on the line.
Third set pa lang, pero yung factor nung pagod, slowly it will come into play, especially for extended matches.
Because the rallies have been long also. Kaya maintindihan mo rin yung pagod nito mga to eh. 11-3. Porio serve in play. And it's alive. No whistle. Ronquillo. Drop. Oliveros' shot still in play. Reached for by Etucas. Kinailangan ni Vicente hook over. Piosca and her set. Piosca sets anew. Porio. Another one of those long exchanges. Drop.
Oh.
It's still alive.
Oh, wow! Ito yung sinasabi natin, no, yung pagod, Abiliana.
Kaya kung minsan hindi nahahabol yung bola, yung pagod.
Oo, parang talaga kung isipin mo, I mean, it looks very simple. Pero kung ikaw yung nasa loob, mapapagod ka eh.
Ang haba ng rally. Porio, long attempt. Set by Abiliana. Aguinado. Well done that time by Lim Shaco. Still very much in action. Etucas with hands on it. Ronquillo. Malisto yung front line ng BFP. Lim Shaco. You have to hit long, really.
Oh, wow. Ayaw mamatay nung bola eh.
10-point lead by the BFP. If you're the PNP, you have to hit long here. Let the back row work. But the point, what's happening is they're playing patty cake with the BFP on the front row.
Finally.
No, they get that on the brush. And that is taken care of by Cristel Etucas.
Well, hindi rin naging madali, no? Because here in the third set, sabi nga natin, it has been the service reception of PNP na naging hirap. Kaya hindi rin sila maka-opensa.
No whistle on that one. Nagkagulo lang ang BFP. And that'll be the 5th point of the PNP. Five serving against 13 as Princess Joy Abraham Oliveros will serve. Long. May mga set na gano'n, no? Hindi mo maintindihan kung ano nangyayari. 14-5, pati serve mo, sala eh.
Again, kahit third set pa lang to, yung pagod, alam natin,
Absolutely.
nararamdaman na rin nila.
Adolfo is there, and this is outside on the attempt of Cristela Ducas. Laki ng gap, 10, 15-5. Ronquillo. Good slide to the floor that time by Adolfo.
Oh,
It becomes a pass. Lim Shaco. Joust battle. Paginado is there. Mila trying to intimidate at the net. Lim Shaco. And here's the attempt. Ronquillo, no elevation, no height. Now Mila tries again. Ito na naman.
ako yung nakakaramdam ng pagod eh.
Oo, actually, biglang ito. Sige lang. Paginado. Ronquillo. Tinaas ni Porio. Ayaw bumaba.
Oh, there you go.
Home run.
Pahabaan ng rally.
Pahabaan din ng pasensya eh, no?
Well, volleyball
Well.
really needs a lot of patience.
Oo. Saka ano eh. Desire to keep the ball in play. 15-6. Short. 15-7.
This might be the break that PNP is waiting for. Dahil, they haven't had a long run, no? Pagdating sa
Yeah.
scoring, they get 1 point or 2 and just
Then,
on cue.
It goes into the net.
Oo, binabalik nila agad para sa BFP.
9-point lead. Here's former PNP player Jelime Villanueva serving. The dump. Oh! Micaela Oliveros into a very open space. 16-8. Paginado serve. Ronquillo with a hand on it. Whips it in. Back-to-back points by the PNP. (9-16). Big shot by Abellana. Neutralized. Ronquillo cuts it up. Tossed up that time by Pacheco. And look at this. 3 straight points by the PNP. Ooh, and didn't last very long, huh? 17-10. Yuna Pioska. Porio. Down on the floor it goes. Abellana dings it over. Problematic but still in play. One hand on it. Limchaco says get out of the way. Pioska. Back row. Oliveros is there. To the other end. Oh, red hot strike.
trying to put an end to these long rallies. That's also taking a toll, no, on them.
Abelianos just made it an 8-point lead, 18-10 PNP timeout.
Line ka, Taski.
Isa-isa lang tayo.
Kaya pa yan. Sige. Ano lang?
Wala lang.
BNP trying to be optimistic about the dire straits they're in right now. Currently down by 8. BFP has gotten their rhythm going. After losing that first set by 3, they won the second by 4. Set. There's a net touch by the BFP. Layo pa ito, pero kailangan 1 point at a time. Wala naman isang spike. 6 points. Ronquillo. Wow. And you can now understand why she has been player of the game in many instances.
Alam mo, hindi lang kasi sa opensa, no? She's been scoring in the attack, through attacks, blocks, may aces. Wala pa dyan yung, syempre, non-scoring skills, no?
Yeah.
Yung kanyang depensa and receive.
That's inside. Princess Joy Oliveros countering to make it 19-12. Micaela Oliveros from way back there. Off the defensive hands. Paginado. Pushed up. And it is a net touch.
Slight touch at the tip of the net.
And the lead is down to 8. To 13. Yamporio will serve. No good, but too much.
Not a very good time. Committed error.
21-13. Padilla is in for Porio. PNP down by 8. By 7. Sets are tied at what a piece. Serve in action. Bit of a free ball, just give it up there. Full swing. Long.
At this point for PNP, you'll also welcome those errors.
Yeah.
On the side of BFP because it has been a challenge to score here in set number 3, no, para sa PNP.
21-15. And now it's 21-16.
Back-to-back errors by BFP.
Timeout taken.
Ma'am Boys, magre-receive ka ba?
Sa short ako po.
Okay.
Sige, bawal kami.
Okay.
Magkakulang ko isa tayo.
Hindi kailangan magmadali. Hindi tayo madali yung ano natin. Let's go!
Fighters!
We are at 21-16 here in the third. Even if you're just joining us, PNP drew first blood, 25-22 opening set. Second set, a return by the BFP, winning it 25-21. BFP in a good position here, leading 21-16. Make that 22-16.
Good response after that timeout.
And Villanueva made them pay 22-16. First time to see Cristel Onyot. She'll come in for Stephanie Adolfo. Deep serve. Oh, big miss. Padilla. And now BFP 2 points away. High up. Thought it would sail out. Kept in play. Ooh, back row. Dumped over cleanly.
Seeing a little fight here from PNP.
Boria will come in for Padilla. Etucas will serve. Nice pickup by Porio on 2 occasions. Etucas sending it airborne. Oliveros. Nagkagulo. Natawa na lang siya.
Oh, pero mahabaan kasi ng rally. So minsan sa pagod mo.
I did my best, but I guess my best was not good enough for that one.
Alam mo, sayang because hinabol nila itong set na to.
Nakarally sila eh.
Nakarally eh, oo. I mean, from being really down, umabot sila ng 17.
And we are done with set number 3. It'll end at 25-17. The BFP looking at taking this in 4. But let's find out in just a short while.
They will need just one set to win this match. The big question is if PNP will have a repeat of how they won the first set. They need to start off strong. I think mahirap, no? It was a tough task to play catch-up when they were down 11-2. And they would get some scores but not consistent runs. Starting off with an error from Ronquillo. Early free point for BFP. They have done well at the service line and they do so again here in the second set. Sabi nga natin, napaka-consistent nung serves nila kanina, no? It was a big help for BFP to get that huge lead.
Kasama yung banda.
Oh, may lakad pagkatapos.
May prosesyon na may parada. Uy, nakasabi ng PNP. Hindi pa kami tapos, ha? 2-1 ang ating score.
PNP has to be more creative kasi itong
medyo,
itong BFP kuha na huli ang depensa sa net. Even their floor defense is there, and I think what works for them is they're able to finish just like that.
Mga Villana just so lethal. You know, if BFP hangs on to win this in 4, they will tie PhilHealth at 5-0, and PNP will drop to 3-2, joining 2 other teams clustered together. That will actually 3 other teams kasi nanalo yung NHA kanina sa Comelec. We'll check the team standings when we start the third game later on. In the meantime, Miller Ronquillo has been in and out of this game. Salabante now returns. Kailangan sumipa yung energy ng PNP.
And you know, it has to happen now.
They're not, parang wala yung zip at zest ng game nila, no? Because they've been, they're trying to rev themselves up. Energy ang issue nila.
Oo, alam naman natin that BFP also won't give them an easy time.
And gusto na rin mag-champion ng BFP. Because last year, they were denied that opportunity. Ganga Villana sends it airborne. Fires away. Oh, great pickup downstairs by Lim Shaco. Salabante. This ball still alive. And a tip. Net touch. Tumama. 4 touches, sorry. 5-2 tally here. Ayun, no? The most depressing call in volleyball. The net. Pinaas. Ooh, good counter that time by Vicente. Yoska, who's doing a good job as setter. Did she get it? No, she did not.
Oh, lap spin for Borio.
Had the right idea.
Oo, Ang ganda actually that, you know, the target end line.
Walang tao doon usually. Kasi, siyempre, pasulong pa forward lahat ng depensa eh. So here comes, look at that serve. Lots of load on that one. That will punch through. Yun, dinaan sa lakas na yun. And Yamporio has now pocketed 11 points as the leading scorer for the PNP. Here's Micaela Oliveros. That punches through. Adolfo now with 10 points. Abellana with 16. That's expected. Jelime Villanueva has 10 points. So there's a trio of contributors for the BFP here this afternoon. No, that hits the antenna. Too close. Too precarious.
A bit messy.
Yeah.
In terms of movement dito sa PNP.
Let's give it to Rina.
Yes, third set did not work well para sa koponan ng Lady Patrollers. A major problem dun sa kanilang receive. It's the same dilemma that happened to them on their last game against the PhilHealth team. Ironically, yan talaga yung naging focus nila ngayong season. Hindi pa sila makapag-adjust dyan at hindi pa nila magawa ng maayos. No? Dahil maraming role changes para sa kanila for this season, like Oliveros from middle to open at si Ronquillo na iba din yung kanyang posisyon nyo dahil nagkaroon siya ng frozen shoulder. Kung mapapansin nyo, medyo limited din yung kanyang movement sa paglalaro dito. So perhaps naninibago pa dito yung koponan ng Lady Patrollers with these adjustments to be able to compensate para buo pa rin yung kanilang paglalaro dito. I also noticed doon sa kanilang last time out before entering the fourth set, pagod na nga yung kanilang koponan. No? Most of the players nakaupo na doon sa floor, nagpapastretch ng kanilang mga calf muscles. Back to you guys, 7-9.
Mahirap kalaban yung pagod. You may be, your mind might be willing to do something, but your body says, what's your problem?
Pero alam mo, hindi rin kasi biro, no? Yung mahahabang rally na nakita natin.
Yes.
Isang puntos
Isa
lang
pa
siya.
lang
Oh, pero
Isa pa lang eh.
ang haba.
It really saps your energy. That's why some teams put an emphasis on the physical training. Ang punto pa, ang BFP, napakasipag din mag-floor D.
Oo. Yeah, your endurance will really be put to a test.
So yung puntos, hindi agad-agad na i-score ng PNP. Nakipagbakbakan, duelo pa sila. Warrior serve, in play. Nice set. Talk of being creative. Shifting attention as Bancola went reverse. 5 against 9 now. Porio serves. Jam. Bancola elevates. Vicente gives it to Oliveros, but BFP hard-headed about it. They don't want to give up that point so easily. Drop. Reached for that time by Puyo. Oh! Two players grapple with it. Nobody there to pick it up on the right flank.
Well, they took their eyes off the ball. Ayan, medyo nawala sa kanilang paningin. They turned around.
And they got tied up with each other. Then 5. Deep into the waiting hands of Adolfo. Sa Levante, it becomes a set. Oliveros. Adolfo kneeling down. Big shot. Is it in? It's out. There's always that moment when you hold your breath, whether it's in or out. Kasi, diba? If you were on the sideline, probably you'd see it right away. 6 and 10. Oh, BFP losing the last 2 points. Now, if you're BFP, you don't want to waken up this PNP team. They can be lethal if they're wounded.
They also cannot relax too much because even luck is now on the side of PNP.
Sadyabang swerte-swerte lang. And 3 straight points by the Lady Patrollers, necessitating a timeout from the BFP.
Kumit lang ulit.
Kunti na lang guys, kunti na lang ha. Tsaka
Ay, kumit lang ulit sa ginagawa. Wag yung tumigil.
Tara, wag tayo tumigil sa harap. Let's go!
Iba, konting kembot na lang. Kuha ng natin to. But ito na, PNP, umiinit ang sinaing. Alam mo, kung matatalo ang PNP rito, there will be a 4-way tie for 3rd place, or 2nd place actually. Kasi BFP will climb up to 5-0, tying PhilHealth with still the 3rd game undecided. Pa. Anyway, here we go. Porio. Naku, alanganin nalunod sa ere. And BFP manages to get out of that jam. The AFP will play later on against the DENR. That's our third game today.
Very aggressive. Abellana is in front.
Ayaw nang patagalin ni Dang
Oh,
ito.
you know, I think even kasi on the side of BFP, pinag-uusapan natin yung fatigue, yung pagod. It applies to both eh. Hindi lang naman PNP yung napapagod.
Kung ang AFP nanalo mamaya against DNR, they will jump into solo second place because they have more wins. So 13-8. I'm not sure. May games ba tayo sa Sunday or break?
I think it's a
break on
yes.
Sunday, no? So anyway, in the air we go. Bumabalik ka pa? Sabi ni Gang. Eto, wala nang balikan. Pamangon.
4-point run for BFP.
After they were up at 10-8, they now are up by 6.
Yeah, they needed that block earlier to turn things around and everything falling into place offensively for BFP.
Salabante, no. Abellana, Oliveros, dump, hijack, and it's now 16-8. Medyo reality check ang PNP, ha? They're getting to understand that first set win was not enough to get rid of the BFP.
I think at this point also there is some adjustment needed because most of the points have been scored by Abellana but they haven't been able to
solve her. Nice slide that time. Abellana again.
I mean, we are not surprised she has reached her 20-point mark already in this game.
Hindi nakagulat-gulat yun.
Hindi nakagulat-gulat. Nakakagulat kapag baliktad.
Paginado returns, muling out Bangkola in the PNP setter position. Regalo. Hindi nabuksan. Dito tayo. Alam mo, pag diniinan ni Abellana yung palo niya, usually hindi na isosolid. Yung kargado.
Ang hirap pa long yung kanyang palo.
Pag ang target mo long, usually malakas yan eh. 17-8. Timeout, PNP.
Isang lang, isang set.
Receive lang! Kailangan to yun! Kapit lang, more effort pa!
Kaya pa yan.
Go guys!
Tapusin na!
Again, just to remind you of our tournament format, the 8 top teams will move forward. The last 2 will step aside for this season. Ang usually interesting dyan yung battle for the 8th position. Kung sino ang kukuha nun. It could be decided the last day of competition of the preliminaries.
Oh, wow.
Alam mo,
Talk about dominance.
hindi naman Pasko, panay ang bigay nyo ng regalo kay Dam.
Yan ang problema talaga, no? Dahil kargado yung serve ng BFP. PNP still unable to solve
Tama.
yung kanilang service reception.
Pag nagre-ricochet yung bola, nagiging regalo eh.
And, you know, you get a short pass, i-over na lang. Pero minsan, syempre, nagmamadali din, results to an error.
Boy, PNP just falling apart here in this last set. Baginado. PNP utilizing Jana Artuzuela for the first time, wearing number 14 for the Lady Patrollers. But this is such a huge lead. The last 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last 10 points have been all, until that moment, have been all BFP.
One thing they did right was to give Paginado a better pass.
But if this lead is so big, 28 to 9.
They dug a very deep hole.
And it's up to the BFP to close the deal. You wanna finish early, play porsyento.
Itong si Abellana parang nasusian, no? It has been all her here in this fourth set.
Ay nako, napakahirap pumili ng best player na naman ito. 24.
Konti lang naman. Isang set. Almost.
Normal na sa kanyang 20, no? Paginado. Oliveros. Reverse. Nice push-up by Corio. Yoska. Push up by Vicente. Or Limshak, or rather. Lakbas. Tao lang. Walang problema yung dalawang tagatambol ng PNP. Okay lang sila. Okay lang sila.
Chilling.
Banda yung kalaban nila. Walang problema. Hindi naman magkatabi. Uy, nicely picked up rather by Vicente. Salavante can't score that much here today. Paginado. Lively pick up. Corio.
Yan yung madalas nakikita natin kay Porio before, no? Yung bigla siyang mag-off speed. Pero sa ngayon kasi talaga kulang yung opportunities nila na maka-atake. Only 6 attack points for PNP here in this set.
And their serve deserts them. Number 13 of BFP, Baido, will see action for the very first time. And she gets the turn, the assignment to serve. Regalo. Mali yung gift card Mali yung gift card.
Hindi, confused kanino ba?
Tsaka yung nag-deliver, hindi alam kung kanino, kung apartment A or apartment B.
1A, 1B daw kasi.
Sabi ng rider, iiwan na lang ho namin.
Hati daw sila.
Eto, hindi na araw-araw Pasko.
But kidding aside, I think BFP really did well here in set number 4. I mean, taking control.
They're 2 points away from completing the job here today, and they will remain undefeated, just like Phil Health.
Wow, pati yun. Abellana, just a really very good presence of mind. Ang dami niyang ganyan yung in-over lang, but she tries to catch that end line.
Ang lakas niyang pumalo kasi. At saka ang target niya yung dulo talaga.
She does so with so much accuracy.
Yeah. Match point po tayo, and even her serve goes long. Corio, however, not yet done. Just counting Corio's production, that's 13 points for today.
She is keeping PNP alive.
Even if it seems so desperate right now. Match point still. 1 match point saved. Bioska. Another match point saved.
It's gonna be a tough one.
That 1 point,
Well, for PNP, 10 points to tie it with BFP. For BFP to close this out.
1 attack.
That's all they need.
And we are done. I don't think there's any question about who the better team was here today in this game.
Oh yeah, they really wanted to keep that flawless record. Ito yung bouncing back, no? After a loss, we saw the dominance in the next 3 sets that they played.
Okay, and sino ang best player? Ang hirap pumili.
Ang hirap pumili, but she scored 26 points. Scoring in the latter part talaga, no? As they needed it.
Okay, and Gang Abellana is our best player of the game. I don't know what sequence you're going to follow here. I'll leave it to Rina to take over the show, and you don't need to come back to us anymore.